Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Disney Plus is ditching Marvel content.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. Now we know that they took a $1.5 billion write-off because they were, getting rid of a lot of content off of Disney Plus, but I am very surprised to see them getting rid of Marvel content, even if it's just kind of like tertiary stuff, like the behind the scenes stuff, because these two shows I believe are ones that launched with the Disney Plus platform.
Yeah, they said they were early on. Yeah.
And who else is going to want them?
Good question. Now it's going to be racist.
It's going to be racist.
I'm sorry, that's what they're going to argue. I guarantee it.
So we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
So again, Disney Plus, they are scrambling. Disney is scrambling. Everybody's scrambling to save money, and they dumped a bunch of content off of their platform. A lot of showrunners unhappy about the decisions. Willow was one of the shows that got dumped. That one didn't surprise me too much, except for the fact that it was new. This one kind of surprises me because, again, we're talking Marvel content, and Willow was always kind of an offshoot of, Lucasfilm's stepchild that they didn't really care about as much as, Star Wars or Indiana Jones. But Marvel content, that's a totally different thing. So this is coming from the direct. Disney Plus just removed its first two Marvel originals. And these launched with the platform, I think.
They were the first two. Well, they were the first two Marvel ones they did that were the originals.
Yeah, so they had Empower and Voices Rising were slated for removal.
But people screamed about it, so they got kept because racist.
Right, but what they're cutting are Marvel's Hero Project and 616. Now, 616 was the behind the scenes in the Marvel bullpen. Is it still called the bullpen? I don't know. But it was kind of a weird...
No, you can't say that because that's misogynist.
Okay. Well, it was kind of a weird show because, they had like Dan Slott on there, and I think they had like Sana Amanat, and I have to wonder if they're... I gotta tell you, I have to wonder if they're not getting rid of them because they're like, yeah, you know what? We're going to get rid of some of these people, and we're probably going to get rid of this building too. And
it's called the Sow Corral now.
The what?
The Sow Corral.
Oh, the Sow. I thought you said the Sow Corral. The Sow Corral. The pig shit apartment.
Well, no, it's female pig. So Sow Corral.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. It's not.
Marvel's Sows, Super Sows. So
yes, it was. So the Hero Project definitely debuted on November 12th with Disney Plus.
And I remember that. Wasn't that like, oh, here are people doing good, and we're going to tie it into Marvel, and it's going to be a feel-good thing. Yeah, the docuseries celebrated young people and their efforts through their own Marvel comic book. I remember this was like a big deal. Yeah, everybody's like, oh my God, eye roll, and they're getting rid of it. And 616 was an 8-episode anthology series that first dropped on Disney Plus in November 2020. Okay, so it was like a year later, and explored various topics related to the brand, including characters, creators, and fandom. And it's basically, 616 to me was like the shit you would find on the Marvel YouTube channel. It wasn't
like cooking shows? No.
Cooking shows, yeah. So in addition to Hero Project and Marvel's 616, the Red brand also released Marvel's Expanding the Universe on Disney Plus in 2019. Expand the Universe stands as a more glorified featurette than a proper project. Why is Disney deleting them? To save money. Yeah, because these ones,
they have taken some things that were like Marvel that weren't Disney Marvel, and they've already shipped them over to other streaming services. But these ones, I don't know, would anybody want them?
Well, that's the thing. They're not actual, Marvel shows. So it doesn't really mean anything. Again, all of this stuff felt like behind-the-scenes stuff that would be included on a Blu-ray and not really like a proper show, or it would be something they'd dump onto YouTube or something like that. But I'm trying to figure out who would even want it. But, of course, they're like, the Hero Project is especially disheartening, given that it was meant to inspire and shine the spotlight on young real-world heroes. It'll be fascinating to see how this decision continues to play out and the impact it will have in the months to come.
On those people that are obviously minorities, how dare you?
Means
no one watched them.
Yeah, nobody's watching them. So they also got rid of, on top of that, they got rid of Runaways, right?
Mm-hmm. Did anybody actually watch it? Let's be honest.
I forgot it existed. So they
I
had
saw part of episode 1, so I was like, this show sucks.
Yeah, so they had Runaways, which was based on the comic loosely, and then they had, I think, Cloak and Dagger too. They were like the Hulu Marvel shows, and I could never keep track of what the continuity was supposed to be like, if these tied into the MCU or if they were kind of their own thing. But they had Runaways, and then they had Cloak and Dagger, and they both looked like CW shows. And I'm like, I had zero interest, and they were gonna do New Warriors with Squirrel Girl, and it was going to be the AT&T girl was going to be Squirrel Girl.
But that wasn't for Disney though.
I think that was for Hulu. I think it was.
Yeah, it wasn't for Disney now.
And they canceled that one.
She would have been a good Squirrel Girl though. I can totally see it.
They would have been like, she's too hot for Squirrel Girl. She's got to have like buck teeth and weigh like 280 pounds, or something. Like I'm just like,
yeah, she has to look like 26. She looks too cute to be 2016 Squirrel Girl. Is that when she was out 2016?
Yeah. So yeah, Runaways got Acts 2. So this is really interesting though, because again, Marvel's a damaged brand, but it seems like they're getting rid of the crap. Like none of this really matters. Runaways, again, it doesn't matter. Everybody forgot it existed, but they're going to keep the Loki and the WandaVision and that stuff for sure. But the fact that they're willing to even cut any Marvel content, especially content that was created specifically for Disney Plus, is weird. Mm-hmm. It's really weird. And a lot of people complaining about it. Now, I think what gets me about this too is like, the showrunners are pissed off and all that, but the fans are pissed off too, because we were told Disney Plus was going to be the vault. We were told everything that Disney has ever created, ever, except for Song of the South, was going to be on Disney Plus, and it was going to stay there forever. And that is clearly not the case. No,
but, and when they're pulling things down, they have the creators being all pissed about it and salty and being like, you took my thing down. Yeah, you got paid. And if they weren't getting views on it and it was costing them money to have it sit there, they can take it down. That they're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So they think that because they took Runaways down, that it wasn't part of the MCU canon. That was kind of like Inhumans too. They decided to decanonize Inhumans. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., who the hell knows? I don't know. Like, they're running into the same problem. It's a multiverse now, right? So none of it really freaking matters. But it's I don't know what the actual MCU continuity is.
I don't think anybody does. Same with Star Wars. Like, what the hell? There's so much. Like, what is canon? What isn't? What's canon adjacent?
Canon adjacent.
What isn't?
I don't know. It had an 84% critical score.
Bullshit.
I watched like part of an episode and I'm like, eh.
How many critic reviews were there? Like 10?
Can we do this? Season 1? If we go season by season.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. Season by season.
84 reviews.
Okay, 1,000+ audience score. That's season 1. It made it to 3 seasons. I didn't even realize it had that many seasons. Hulu, 13 episodes. Okay, 25 reviews. And then probably
it just shows you no one cares. But as it went on, the more people just, checked out.
Let's see here.
12. Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't care.
Why did they get rid of it?
And the audience is 43%. Yeah.
There we go. That's why they got rid of it. All right. So here's the thing. We haven't really covered this too much. We'll talk about this before we wrap the video up. The Disney was taking a $1.5 billion content write-off after pulling dozens of titles from streaming services, and people are very pissed off about it. Mm-hmm. And they're just like, yeah, whatever. And this is the same thing.
They're really mad about Willow.
Yeah, they're really mad.
Which made me laugh.
They said the media company pulled off more than 50 titles from Disney Plus and Hulu.
Yeah, they only listed originally like 26. They had pulling like 50.
Willow, the Mysterious Benedict Society, Dollface, the one only Ivan.
They said they were going to pull those ones. Yeah. But that's more than they said originally. They said they were going to start with 26 or something like that.
Yeah, that's weird. Bob Iger said they're confident that they're on the right path for streaming's long-term profitability.
Yeah, sure you are.
So this kind of goes into what's going on with the writer's strike too, that, and one of their own directors, the guy who did Dear White People, he's the director of the upcoming Haunted Mansion movie. He had to launch a GoFundMe to pay the bills for the next couple of months until the Haunted Mansion comes out. And that's assuming the Haunted Mansion is going to be a hit. We don't know what the Haunted Mansion is going to do, right? So the long-term strategy is, I'm telling you, they're going to purge a bunch of this content that they greenlit during better times, and going forward, they're only going to greenlight a couple of shows a year, and they're only going to
more than a couple, but yeah.
Yeah, but they're going to be very judicious about what they greenlight, and they're not going to just greenlight anything. I think for a while there, Disney thought anything Marvel, didn't matter how obscure it was, anything Marvel was gold, and now they're going to be like, yeah, maybe we should just stick to, Spider-Man, X-Men. Yeah, that's probably the way to go, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and they're taking all this away and then telling you they're going to raise the price on the ad-free tier, or so that those who aren't having to watch their stupid fucking ads are going to have to pay more. Again, even though they just raised it like a few months ago. Sounds like Hulu.
Yeah.
When Disney got hold of it.
Yeah, so good luck with that, because again, a lot of people mistakenly thought that they were going to have access to the Disney Vault for $6.99 a month forever.
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's what they were told, but very different times now. So we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye. Sorry, I yelled loudly.
That's okay. I got the limiter on.
Okay. So
You can tell my
kick
kick
setting.
Yeah, you can
Wait,
tell.
really? It automatically limits it when I yell?
It does. When the pitch gets too high, it does. Sometimes if you sound like all robotic, it's because it's bringing the decibels down.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Help support the channel. Go to thereef.support and get early access to podcasts, videos, and other content. That's thereef.support.